I want to say a very big thank you to those who have been commenting and contributing positively to this mentorship class. I want to say a very big thank you for all your contribution. And I pray that God, in His infinite mercy, will bless you richly and increase you in all that you do, and for sending your support, and just keep doing the good work, because it's also encouraging me and helping me to do the good work too. So thank you, and thank you very, very much. All right, today still on the series of self-esteem. Today we want to talk about the signs of low self-esteem. So you may ask a question, what are the signs of low self-esteem? So it means that if your self-esteem is not high, is low, or if you don't have and as a matter of fact, I would actually say that low self-esteem means that there's no self-esteem at all. That is, low self-esteem means no self-esteem. So there is no self-esteem. So what are the signs of low self-esteem or no self-esteem? So let's look at these things now. You just have 5 of them. Number 1 is self-doubt and criticism. Self-doubt and criticism. Each time you doubt yourself, it shows that you don't have self-esteem, you don't have opinion of your own. Last time I talked about, in the last video I talked about, some people go on social media. If they want to make decisions, they go on social media and say, hi guys, these and these are the things I want to do, what do you think about it? And their friends, social media, both the ones they know and the ones they don't know, will start advising them on what to do before they form their opinion. So that is a sign of low or no self-esteem. It's a sign of no self-esteem. Criticism. You criticize your work. You do something, you do something and you do it well, and you say, well, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't think I did this thing very, very well. I don't think this thing is perfect. You criticize it because you are the one that did it. But when you see someone else doing the same thing, that's even more perfect than my own. So in other words, you believe in other people's work than your work. Is a sign of low self-esteem. If you have self-esteem, in fact, you believe in your rubbish more than other people's perfection. Yeah, you believe in your rubbish more than other people's perfection. Because I said in one of the videos, I think the first video on self-esteem, that having self-esteem doesn't mean that you will not be wrong. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're perfect, actually. Okay, it doesn't mean that you will not fail. Okay, so number 2 is lack of confidence. Just similar to the previous one, just similar to number 1. When you lack confidence, it means that you don't have self-esteem. You have to be confident of yourself. And John Maxwell said, confidence is not the absence of being wrong. Okay, confidence is not the absence of being wrong. That you're confident doesn't mean that you will not be wrong. Sometimes confidence is, being bold even when you're wrong. Yeah. Sometimes confidence means being bold even when you're wrong. So you don't need to, in other words, you don't need to know it all to be confident. You don't need to know it all to build self-esteem. Haven't you seen in a class, maybe a secondary school or primary school, and you're in the class and the teacher asks a question and somebody will confidently raise the hands up to answer the question, and the person will happily stand up to answer the question, and the teacher will say, no, you're wrong. Okay, so the confidence of that child is not really on the fact that he knows it all. So in other words, when you're confident, you will not be afraid of failing or making attempts, even if your attempt will lead to failure. And sometimes you may know it, but you lack the confidence to answer the question. Just as you, again, in the classroom, the teacher asks a question and the person that knows it will refuse to raise hands up because he or she is not confident of himself or herself to give the right answer. So confidence is not all about being right. Okay, confidence is not all about being right. And number 3, people pleasing. One of the signs of low self-esteem is people pleasing. You always want to please people, and those who want to please people always care about what people will say or what people say about them. Listen, you don't need to care about that. Although their opinion is good, it's good. Yeah, public opinion is good. I'm not saying that is wrong or is bad or something. No, that's not what I'm saying. Public opinion have its place in some matters, but not all matters. Okay, so people pleasing, you want to please everybody. You're worried that nobody likes you. You're worried that people don't like you. The question or what you should be worried about is, do you like yourself? You're worried that nobody loves you. What you should be worried about is, do you love yourself? Because if you love yourself, if you like yourself, you will not be worried about who doesn't like you, because everybody must not like you. And as a matter of fact, you like yourself. Your mama likes you, your father likes you, so every other person that doesn't like you should go to heaven and settle it with God. Yeah, I can't say go to hell, because it's not good actually for me to sentence somebody to hell. Yeah, so anybody that doesn't like you should go to heaven. You like yourself, your mother loves you, your dad loves you. That's why they gave birth to you and trained you to the point that you are now. If they don't love you, they would not give birth to you. They would have aborted you. Okay, you love yourself, that's why you're still alive. God loves you most of all, that's why you're still alive and being created. So anybody that doesn't like you should go to heaven and settle that with God. Don't spend your time or waste your time pleasing people that can never be pleased. Number 4 is perfectionism. Number 4 is perfection. Okay, people who have low self-esteem always want to appear perfect. Why? Because they want people to accept them because they are perfect. They are looking for acceptance, so they try everything they can, everything within their power to appear perfect. And in course of appearing perfect, you see some of them living fake life. Yeah, you see some of them faking their lives because they want to appear perfect. You see even some of them saying things, telling lies because they want to appear perfect. They want to sound perfect, but they don't know anything at all. It means that they lack self-esteem. So I'm not saying equally that we are all working towards perfection. Nobody is perfect. But what I'm saying is, you always want to be perfect to please somebody. Not because you want to be perfect, but because you want to please somebody. So they always like perfection. And if anything less than perfection, they feel that they'll face criticism and they can't stand criticism. If you have self-esteem, you can stand any criticism, any level of criticism. Why? Because it begins with you. Self-esteem begins with you believing in yourself. So every other person's opinion about you is just behind. Number 5, the last, difficulties setting boundaries. That is, they have trouble asserting needs and limits. That is, they can, I don't know how to put this, but let me put it this way. Have you seen people who don't give personal space? They don't give you your personal space. They always want to rub themselves on people just for the person to accept them and so on. Let me use the word, a similar word, I think maybe an eye service. Eye service. That is, they don't set boundaries. They want people to come accept them. They want to be accepted too, so they can break boundaries to be accepted. They can break boundaries to be accepted. They can break their rules to let people accept them. Okay, they can break any personal barriers they set for themselves just to make people accept them. You know, that's where compromise comes in. When you lack self-esteem, you compromise a lot. Okay, I think that's the better word for it. Compromise. They compromise themselves, and also they compromise other people's boundaries. If you have any question, you can put it on in the comment section. Thank you very, very much.